Hello everyone, in this episode I'm gonna go through the next 10 HTML tags and they are going to be these ones right over here. So yeah, let's get started. The first tag is going to be the give tag. So basically the give defines a short quotation. So let's type a paragraph P and let's say for example this is written by, then we can say give someone, and it will add these quotes around the word. So yeah, that is the give tag. Alright, let's get to the next one. We have RP. So basically the next three tags are going to go hand in hand together. So we have the Ruby tag, for example, and then we also have the RT and the RP tags. So the Ruby tag specifies a Ruby annotation. It's a small extra text that is attached to the main text to indicate the pronunciation or meaning of the characters. So yeah. Oh, my antivirus. Shut up. Okay, that's not even my antivirus anyways. So yeah, the Ruby element begins like this, normally like any other HTML element, and then inside of that you can write an RT tag. Inside we can write RP, and then we can add some parentheses like that, and inside of that we actually gotta add the closing tag, and then we can say RT. Alright, and then another RP over here, and the closing tag goes outside. This is a little bit advanced, you might never need this, but if you're working with some Asian characters, for example, let's add some over here. So yeah, now we got some, I think this is Japanese, Korean, Chinese, I don't know, but yeah. And let's add one over here as well. So right now it's looking like that on the page. But if we put this character outside over here, it's gonna look like that. So they will all be like linked together, so to say. So yeah, this is a way to basically add these characters on top of this one. And you can also write anything over here and it works like this. So yeah, you can use this in some kind of translations or something. But yeah, that's the Ruby, RP and RT tags. So yeah, basically the RT tag defines an explanation or pronunciation, and then the RP tag can be used to provide parentheses around a Ruby text. And yeah, the Ruby itself specifies the Ruby annotation. So yeah. Alright, so that's the basics of this. Let's go on to the next one, which is going to be S. So S means that the text is no longer accurate or correct, so to say. So we can type in a paragraph. Let's say we have 50 seats remaining. And then we can say, let's say I'm gonna write in S and a closing tag over here, and then we can type another paragraph. We have sold out. So yeah, with the s text, s tag, we can basically remove a text from the page. It's like adding a line over it. We could also do this with CSS, but this is another way to do it. So yeah, the S does that, and yeah, that should be used. It shouldn't be used to define deleted text in a document, so also del would work. But if the text is kind of like deleted, then use del instead. So the S tag is for specifying things that are no longer correct, accurate, or relevant. So yeah, this is kind of detailed, but well, it's good for search engine optimization. Alright. Then we have the next one, which is going to be the SAMP. So the SAMP tag is, let's say, you have new mail, and then I'm gonna say paragraph and SAMP. Then I'm gonna say someone stole your mail. Alright, I'm gonna add a break tag and say this one needs to be copied, and yeah, someone stole your mail. You can't read it anymore. And then the closing tag. So yeah, it will look like this. It will be in a different font and size as well. Actually, the size is going to be the same, I think. But yeah, basically the SAMP tag is used to define some sample output from a computer program. So basically this could be email, anything. And the content is displayed in the browser's default monospace font. So basically the SAMP always uses the monospace font. Alright, so yeah, it represents simple or quoted output from another program or computing system. So that's the SAMP tag. Then we got the script tag, and that's very simple. When we add the script tag and also a closing tag for the script, there we go, we can type some JavaScript inside of here. Let's say I have a paragraph with the ID of example, and it says hello. Then I can take that ID by document.getElement by ID. The ID is example, and I'm gonna type or change the text content equal to hello 2. And there we go. So we can type JavaScript code inside of these tags for JavaScript. There we go. So that's the script. Alright. Then we have the search tag. So the search tag is used to specify that there's a set of elements related to searching coming up. So for example, it can be used in forms, or very often that are related to some kind of a search. So let's type in search. And by the way, the search tag will not render in the browser as anything special, but inside of the search tag we can have a form element. So let's create a form element, and inside of the form we will have an input element with the type set to text and a placeholder search. So yeah, that's the search tag. It's often used in forms and in the forms that are used to search for something whether it's searching something from a web page, searching for names, whatever. So yeah, that is the search tag. And then next up we got the section tag. That is a semantic HTML element that describes to the computer how the site is built, basically. So let me give you an example. So if we have a very big website, we can say section, and it defines a section in the document. So let's add an h2. Let's say about, what are we gonna say? About YouTube. And add a paragraph. YouTube is a video creating platform. Or just video platform. Video watching, yeah. Alright. So this is a section. It's a semantic element used for basically telling the computer or people reading the code that this is a section of the web page. We can have another one. This is section 2. And then we can add a paragraph of something. I'm gonna type lorem and hit tab and it will create some sample text. So yeah, that is the section tag. That is good for SEO, which means search engine optimization. And that will also make your website more easy to work with instead of using just div all the time, which is also something you can do, but the sections can be a little bit easier to read. So yeah. Alright. Lastly, we got the select tag. So let's get into it. So the select element is used for creating drop-down lists in HTML. So let's type in select. Most often this is used in a form to collect some user input. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you an example of a form just like that. So let's say that we have a form. And then we are going to label it by saying, let's add an attribute for cars. And then close this, and which one would you like? Alright, then I'm gonna make a select. And then I'm gonna make some options. Option car 1. I'm gonna copy this for a few times, like that. And then there's going to be car 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And inside of here, the select tag, I'm gonna set the name equals cars and the ID equals cars. There we go. So we can also set a value for these. So this is gonna be car 1. And we can follow that pattern like that. So yeah, that is the select element. Now we can select a car from here. So yeah, something that I have already covered, but I want to also show in this one is the opt group. We can say opt group, and then let's say cars 1 and 2, and let's add an label cars 1 true 2. So now we have a label on top of it. I'm gonna copy this line and then I'm gonna paste it over here. I'm gonna add some indentations, alright? And then over here we have the cars 3, 4 and 5. Now it looks like this. Cars 1 and 2, we have them here. Cars 3, 4, 5 right over here. So yeah, that's a very good one that goes along with this. So yeah, basically the select creates a drop down button that you can choose a value from. Yeah, so that's gonna be the last tag in this episode. 10 more tags have been completed, so to say. Anyways, I hope you were able to learn something new from this episode, and I hope I'm gonna see you in the next one. Anyways, bye bye everyone, and happy learning.